All right. So we are coming in and battery's dying. Let me get this together. So welcome in everybody. Welcome, welcome. I have a headache. We're doing our weekly viral reactions today, so I'm really excited about that. I did my makeup medium slow, not as slow as I could have done it, but when I do it slow, it comes out better. I'm trying some new techniques today. Welcome, 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 welcome. Bye Capricorn, this is your favorite. Where are you, Bye? I think you said you're coming to the Renew event in New York next year, right? But I don't know if I know where you're at right now. But yes, so we are getting ready to do our live reactions. Yeah. I'm slow cooking some chickpeas right now. And so they've been cooking for 2 hours. I have them on real low. I've been reading, no, you know what? I've been listening to this book that's been talking about biohacking. And it was actually saying that beans are not good for you, neither are raw leafy greens. And I was like, what? So I'm still listening to it, but we'll see. Yeah, so I did the baby doll lips again. You know, when it gets that pout, and my one of my secrets, and I'm actually we're going to be raffling off 2 of the vegan makeup packs that I created for this year, and we're going to do some tutorials behind the scenes. What I do to give myself, because you know I have really nice bone structure, but I do my blush up this way, not on the cheek. I do it on the outside. You see how you see the pink right there, or the reddish color? So I bring that up this way. And that just gives me this saucy, you know, like I could take a switchblade out and cut you kind of look. But yeah, so welcome. I want you all to tell me, right? What is your all-time favorite food? What is your all-time favorite? You all know mine. You may not know that you know, but you all know mine. My all-time favorite. You know what? I'll let one or two of you guess, but you all know it already. You already know it. Oh my goodness. Wait. In the bushes? In Memphis? Lord have mercy. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get the page up for us to be able to get the tickets for the event, but I need page. I know there's some people that are ready to buy even without the page being designed, but I'm also looking into a new plugin, a new app to do the purchases. Cheese pizza. Oh, someone said okra. Of all the things to put on the list, okra. I don't know what type of knockouts I have. Cheese pizza, oxtail soup, pizza. Okay, so there's a few. Oh wait, are you all talking about me? No. Well, I love pizza, but my all-time favorite food is corn. You all know it. You know it. It's corn. I don't know what it is about corn. I think that some ancestor was a corn farmer or something, but corn, there's just something about the sweet, juicy, bulbous deliciousness of corn that I don't know what it is. I love corn everything. Corn chips, um, steamed corn, roast corn, barbecue corn, popcorn, every type of corn you can imagine. Every type of corn. Corn tacos. No, mine is corn. Somebody's saying grapes. No, corn. You all know this though. You know this. You know this. You know this already. You know this. So go ahead. I want to see what you all's are. See, Alexa didn't listen to her inner thought. This is why you got to listen to your inner thought. Speaking of which, when we do the renew, I don't know what to call it, renew live, the renew carn festival. I don't know what to call it, but it's the renew work gathering. When we do that, when we do that, we're going to be tapping into some transpersonal healing, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. Daz likes popcorn. Lemon peppercorn. I never heard of lemon peppercorn, but I have had elote. Oh my goodness, when I was in South America and I discovered elote, oh, my life was complete. My life was complete. Elote has sour cream mixed with mayonnaise. Don't sweat because it's actually really good. With Parmesan and another type of cheese and a spice, a red spice like paprika, and I think it even a little bit of garlic and some green something, maybe chives or parsley. Oh, from the heavens, from the heavens. Because I love corn. So when I saw the people selling corn on the street, I was like, okay, I'll take a corn. And then the woman started slathering this stuff on it. Then she started sprinkling. I was like, well, I don't know what it is, but oh, when I tasted it, oh, how I hollered out. I hollered out. Oh my goodness, I hollered out in joy. I went looking. Oh my God, how I looked for that woman. How I looked for her so I could get some more, but it was hit or miss. It was hit or miss. It was hit or miss. Nonetheless. Okay, so I want to see what your all's favorite is. I want to see your favorites, and then we're going to get started with the live show. But I wanted to just take a few moments to just get to know you all a little bit better. Yes, it's called Mexican corn in Texas. There's a lot of Mexicanos there, or Chicanos, however you want to call them. And I was driving with some people who was like, yeah, you like corn? They sell it right here. And I was like, okay. So we went to go get some. In Texas, they cut them off the kernel and put it in a cup. So that all you have to do is just eat it with a spoon. And I was like, oh. And I think they put some lime juice on it in Texas. In Texas. In Texas, that's how they did it. All right. So if you all are ready to get started, I'm ready to get started. Where's my other phone? Let me check for the text. Oh my goodness, what have I done with my phone? Give me 1 second, y'all. What have I done? Oh my goodness gracious, where's my, oh, here it is. I had some books piled up over here, and I went and I put the books on the side for the broadcast so the area could be clear. And then my phone got caught up in the books. So let me check and see. Our thing hasn't gone out yet for the whatchamacallit? What do you call this thing? The text notification hasn't gone out, which is weird. Let me check the page and see what's going on. Let me check the page and see what's going on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I did my makeup slow. So it has gone out. What time did it go out? It went out, they say. So we can go ahead and get started. So text notification squad, I asked you all to submit videos behind the scenes. So we're going to be reacting to these videos. We're going to do some live reactions, and then I'm going to put some of my own in there. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. I don't know what's going on. The text has not gone, but the first text, you all should have gotten that one, asking you all to submit videos. So I'm taking suggestions from the text notification squad. So please submit your if you're on the text notification squad, you got a text from me to submit yours in the group we have behind the scenes. So go ahead and do that. And like I said, we got some big things coming. And I'm actually going to, so let's see, who are the people who submitted? Mistress Lady, Mika, Let's see. Looks like Mistress submitted a lot. Nikki submitted some, and Kim. So we have a few. I don't know what's going on with the text. The first text should have gone out, but this one, maybe because we're doing two back to back, but we're going to have to continue to move forward. The people, because you don't have to really be here for this live show. It's nice that you're here, but these are going to be broken up and put on the other platform, on the other page. So you can just go to Tonya TKO clips here on YouTube. That's why I do these. Um, there it is. The text just went out. There we have it. Let me turn the timer on. I'm going to give us half an hour before our first dance break. So the timer is on for that. All right. So let us go ahead and get live on every platform. Let me get myself together. I got some new wheels on my stool, so these sit up higher. If you might notice, I'm a little higher in the air now, I'm right in front of my sign that says Tonya TKO. Let's go ahead and get live on all platforms. Text notification squad in the house. Hey, L, by Capricorn. Nikki, thank you for all of the suggestions behind the scenes, all the videos that we're going to react to. I'm going to go through those one by one. If you want to join the text notification squad, go to TonyaTKO.com and click on text. Why can I not find the thing I'm looking for? Gosh. Let me look and see if I can find God mercy. I'm looking for, we have not gone live on any platforms yet because I am looking for the notepad that I have with all the links. Oh, did I put the notepad inside my streaming assets? Lord, a minute 23 seconds done went by and we haven't even. Here it is, stream links. Because I'm like, okay, so I'm mentioning the other platform. I wanted to get the links up here. Here, let me put them. You know what? Let's go live on all of the platforms. Let's do that. Let's do that. Thank you, Elle, for putting it up. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead. We are live on Twitch. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. And of course, we are live on YouTube, which is the main platform. All right, so welcome in everybody. I am your host, Tonya TKO. I am a self-love specialist from TonyaTKO.com. I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist and an accredited school-trained life coach. And so we're working on some big things on this channel. I am creating some things to be able to help you all love yourselves more. We're going to be looking at viral stories here today. And we're going to be doing live reactions. If you're on the text notification squad, you had a chance to submit your the videos that you want me to react to live. I trust you all. And so I'm giving you the opportunity to be the ones that create the show. So we're going to do this in 3 parts. We're going to do 3 different videos. Each video is going to be about an hour, but now we're at 1:35, so we got to get a move on it because I have a 4 o'clock appointment today. So we're going to be reacting to viral stories and looking for the self-love lesson. There's a QR code on the screen right here where you can give to the Cash App directly. I'll read your comments on screen. We have 26 minutes before our first break. And then let's get started. I have not seen any of these videos before. I've not seen any of these videos before. This is my first time seeing them. And so
I noticed you have.
So hold on. Oh, hey, Perky. Perky's in the house. Kimberly's in the house. So today we have a little bit of a different show. We're doing back-to-back reactions, nonstop. And so our first video up is Sharon Stone has sworn off dating. Even listen, the memo has gotten over to even Sharon Stone. So I just look. It's a worldwide revolution upon the women. It's a worldwide revolution. So if you want to be able to, oh my gosh, my dress is so low. I'm trying to get my thing clipped. But you know, I have to have my swoop. Let me get this on the back of my dress. And then in this, I thought I put it on my, I'm bugging out. Let me get it on my shoulder then. Because the dress, oh, this back is so low. Okay. Okay. Oh, goodness. Here we go. I feel dehydrated, y'all. I tried the whole cooler water with oil base, but it's not working. I'm gonna have to break the lanolin out and get that on myself because I'm drying out in these winter temperatures. Let me drink a bunch of water. Oh. Oh my goodness. And I started taking this new supplement that's supposed to be something that helps. I started taking this new supplement that's supposed to help reduce cravings, get rid of glucose from your system, and all this other stuff. So I started taking it, and I think that that's making me extra thirsty as well. So,
A friend that
all right, let's see what we have here.
joined you.
This is Bandit. Bandit.
I don't know why they have to be talking like this. Yes, yes, I'm joining you. Nonetheless, let's go forward. Give a thumbs up, everybody. Come give a thumbs up. We're about to get into this right now. Let's go.
I noticed you have a friend that joined you.
This is Bandit. Bandit, look over here. Look over here. Look, you want to meet Drew? You want to meet
Bandit,
Douglas?
I want you to meet Douglas. Bandit has the most beautiful eyes. Oh,
Doesn't he? He's a
Bandit.
love bug.
Oh.
He's a love bug.
Bandit is like giving me Clark Gable vibes.
Isn't he? He's
Like-
so handsome.
He's like a square-jawed Rudolph.
Listen, okay, editor, please just cut this part out. Cut this whole Clark Gable. That's kind of creepy. Editor, cut this part out, and start this up when we get to the part about the about her not dating, because this part is just too weird.
Valentino.
Isn't he? He's so handsome and he's so lovey-dovey.
Oh, by the way, really
Are
quickly,
you lovey-dovey?
is it true that you're like off dating?
I'm done dating. I've had it with dating.
Why? I'm so curious because I feel the same way. I'm just curious. I mean, why you?
Because I just find people to be insincere and not worth my time. And I enjoy my alone time and my time with my kids and my friends more.
I feel like this is a phenomenon that keeps happening with women. What is happening with this phenomenon?
All over the world.
I just feel like I don't need another kid. And I don't need, I don't want any insincerity and baloney and game playing. And I don't know how to say this in a way that's politically correct.
Yeah, go for it.
But I don't feel like men are at the same place that women are right now. I just feel that the men that I'm meeting, I have really good men friends, but I just feel when it comes to emotional maturity in relationship, that men and women are seemingly in different spots.
Do you
And
apply that like as a parent, as a woman to your son? Are you like,
yes,
I want to raise you in a way where you're going to be IQ, EQ, like
yes,
an equal to your woman, if not raising the stakes?
yes. And they'll come into my room, the three of them together, and they'll start up some kind of guy conversation. And I'll be standing there and they'll go, we shouldn't be doing this in front of mom. And I say, you shouldn't be doing this in front of each other. And let's talk about it. Like, why are we having this conversation anyway? There's certain fears that boys and men have in the world today because there's certain misunderstandings about power and what it means to be masculine and what it means to be powerful and what it means to be important. And so I'm trying to teach my boys that the ideas that men have passed on about what it means to be powerful and important might not be wholly correct and might not ultimately benefit them, even in relationship to each other, so
Mm.
that they can be more successful in their future and get the things
Woo!
that they want in their life. Happy, healthy relationships, success in the business, and, just joy in their life.
100%. Well, you've always had a very salient head on your shoulders. And again, you're an empath, and I think your priorities are all in the right place.
So here's my boyfriend.
Here's my boyfriend, and apparently we both like hairy men, so that's good. Sharon, I love you. I'm so happy to have caught up with you. You're so awesome, and I'm just
See you
always.
later.
All right. Well, you know what? Listen, I don't. What do we say to something like this?
Joined
What do we
you.
say? So ixnay on the part about these dogs being their men. But you see, the thing is that once upon a time, men used to use this, you're going to die alone, you're going to get some dogs, etc., etc. You all know I happen to love caring for plants. And we've had several live broadcasts about this. Like, if being with a plant is better than being with you, like a plant doesn't even talk or move or walk and it sleeps outside. But if a plant is a better option than being with you, then what does that say about you? Like, it used to be a threat, it used to be an insult. Oh, get some dogs. Now that like don't threaten them with a good time. Well, not that type of good. Listen, the women all over of all races and ages and nationalities, they say that this is the age of Aquarius, the age of things coming to pass and truth coming out. That's what they're saying. And so now we're here in a time where even a woman like Sharon Stone, remember Sharon Stone was, I don't remember the name of the movie she was in, but she was in that movie where she allegedly uncrossed her legs and the whole gamut was showing. And so she's gone from being a super sexy, sensual young woman into now being like, you know what? From my experiences with these people, I'm just not interested in being with them. They are in this part where she's talking about how we're just at different levels.
But I just feel when it comes to emotional maturity in relationship, that men and women are seemingly in different spots.
Just in different places. And a lot of people are picking that up. Many of these male scholars are coming out and saying the women of today are not interested in the men of today because the men of today are not as well educated. They're not going to school. I think for every 3 women in school, there's 1 man. Don't quote me on that, but the numbers are dastardly. But it's more than that. It's about the quality of the relationship that we are having in tandem with these people who occupy half of society with us. And it is seemingly just not as attractive a proposition as it was before. And they say it's because women are making their own money now. But if a woman's desperation and her inability to be able to feed and care for herself is what is going to allow you to be in a relationship with a woman, her desperation, then you really don't have much. And for far too long, there have been too many men who have been banking on that system, on the system of women's disempowerment. And now that women have their voice, now that women have their ability to govern themselves and own land and own a bank account, that's one of those talking points I brought up that other people are now speaking about. It wasn't until, so officially, legally in the United States, a woman couldn't own a bank account until the 1960s. However, it wasn't until the Equal Credit or Equal Banking Act of 1974 that women were officially, it was officially being enforced for women to be able to, it was officially, let me start that again. It was officially being enforced for women to be able to open bank accounts. So I honestly, I don't know what it is that we are going to do as a globe. I think that women have been disrespected and denigrated for far too long, and now we are pulling back our wombs. They say by 2040, 45% of women between the ages of 25 and 45 will be child free. And so we are constricting the population worldwide. Japan doesn't even know if they're going to be a country in 150 years because the women are having so few babies. They're not replenishing the population. And all over the world, people are starting to panic because they are dependent on us and our wombs. I even saw a video yesterday that was talking about, and maybe during the break, I'll look for this video. It was talking about how women go through all of this danger to have children, and then the children don't even get her last name. Even she loses her own last name. And gone are the days of the way the patriarchy used to do things. Gone are those days. It's like they are dependent on us and our wombs for the populations to replenish, for them to replicate their DNA. They're dependent on us, but they have been abusing these relationships for too long. But hey, a new day is dawn. A new day is dawn. And some people will be like, oh, it's because she's older. But no, 25 to 45, 45%, almost half of women what are we in 2023 now? By 2040, we're talking about 7 years. In 7 years, almost half of the female population will be child free, choosing not to have children. What are men going to do about that? What's their excuse now? At some point, they've got to look at themselves. At some point, listen, women all over the world can't be wrong. All right, all right. So we're just getting started. We're just getting warmed up. I feel like that was a little slow. Mika is saying you sound stupid. Dear, listen. What I will do is I will do this. I will allow you to continue to comment on Facebook, but your comments won't be shown on the screens anymore. You've lost that ability. 2040 is not 17 years away. We are in 2020. Oh, wait, 2023? So it's by 2030 then. Damn. Let me take a look at the stat. Let me take a look at it. Damn, damn, damn. Damn, damn, damn. I hope I didn't mess that up. Damn, I hope I didn't mess that up. Hold on. Hold on. Let me look up the data. Okay, 45%. 45% of women child free. Damn. Damn it. I messed it up. It's 2030. Damn. Because it's already recorded. It's 2030. I'll put that up on the screen for you all so you can see. 45% of women are expected to be single and childless by 2030. 7 years from now. Thank you for making that correction. You know what I'll do? What I'll do is I'll re-record that for my editor. Give me 1 second. I'll re-record it. Let me put the stuff back up on the screen so that I can just re-record that talking point right there. Okay, let me just play this in the background. By 2030, that's 7 years. 45% of women will be single and child-free by 2030. That's what's being reported. And that's just 7 years away. All right. I hope he can create them together. I hope he can splice that. All right, let's jump right to the next video. We're just warming up. Let me drink some. Whew. Monaco is saying your makeup looks great, Queen. Wow, I love that name, Monaco. That's beautiful. Monaco sounds like a place. And it also sounds like a pair of like shiny black patent leather Italian shoes. Monaco. Wow, it sounds beautiful. All right, 2030, y'all. Let's get back into the group behind the scene. Text notification squad, thank you for these videos. Oh, let's jump. I have this terrible headache, and I gotta get me a smoothie. During the break, I'm gonna make me a smoothie. All right, so here's a video submitted by a young lady in the text notification squad. Let's see what we have here. This looks kind of sketch. This is small on the screen. Let me see what we have. Let me try a different screen. Ugh. I need to, what is happening? Where's my... Oh, gosh. Let me get him out here. It's because his screen is weird. He looks like The Rock and some black person mixed together. Thank you. I did my makeup. I tried something new with my makeup. You know how most people are like, oh, put concealer under your eyes? I find that with concealer, I have to make it matte afterwards. So I was like, why not just use a matte foundation? And so I put a matte foundation. I did a color corrector underneath, and then I put a matte foundation on top. And like, it was it's a vegan foundation that I was experimenting with when I was deciding which, because, you know, I have a whole bunch of product from when I was creating the makeup pack that just didn't make it into the pack, that were formulas that just didn't. So that's where we are. Somebody saying he looked extra dusty. He doesn't look dusty to me. He looks muscular. He does look a little, I don't know, you can never tell. He looks a little incelly to me, but you never know. Let's see what he has to say.
You see, I was born November 29th of 1971. I'm that one to one of Gail's and Bubba Hill's oldest son.
What?
Got a lot of big things planned, and I just recently posted that I'm looking for a donor and surrogate mother to carry both my lineage and my legacy on.
What? We were just talking about this, and I did say he looked a little incelly, but now, so he got no woman that wants to be able to carry his child. Do you see? This is what I'm talking about. Times are a-changing. So now this man here, oh my God.
It's going to involve it's going to take a village, and it's a big task, but I'm hoping the people around me support me in this endeavor. Support me and be by my side in this endeavor. And I feel this is the appropriate approach to take. The thing about it is, it's a big task, so it's going to take longer than expected. And I thank the young ladies from abroad for sending in the info. My inbox has been bombarded. And I just appreciate that. So I'm going to answer each and every one of you. And then I'm going to get with family members and people that will be right there by my side and helping raise this child. And include them in all aspects of it, because this is bringing a life into the world. And
Sir, there are already lives in this world. There are already lives here who are not cared for. But you see, the main impetus is ego. I want my genes, my DNA. You don't have any brothers or sisters, sir? And if that's the case, if you were not able to make it in a relationship with a woman in this life, then no, your lineage doesn't go on. Your lineage needs to stop with you, most likely, because obviously there's some defunct characteristics that are going on there. No shade. But if you, listen, now they want to involve modern medicine and a woman's egg and her womb and all of this. Is he homosexual? Is that what it is? And he dates men? Is that what's going on? So now he needs a woman's womb? Sir, just call it a day. Just be done with it. There are enough people already here on this earth. And if all you want to do is be a father and care for a child, then there are children who are already in this world who need a home, a loving home. However, if you have a hard time being able to get along, listen, as desperate as these women are out there, that no woman is willing to deal with you, there's some things going on, sir. And I don't know about a child being in your care and tutelage. I mean, what are you going to teach them?
It's going to be a big task. I mean, man, you know, I enjoy traveling and getting up and going where I want to go without any interference.
So what are you doing?
This is something that needs to be done, and this is something that I want to do. So
it is not something that needs to be done. This does not need to be. Somebody says he already has children. You all know who this person is? So he already has children and want to bring more into the world when he's not doing what it is that he needs to do for the originals, apparently. I mean, if he has children, oh my God, what is going on? So out of all of the women who had given birth to his children before, none of them want to rally around him. He doesn't have access to his children. Not one of them. You know, listen, I follow a content creator on Instagram who is talking about how surrogacy in many modern cases is a form of a modern form of trafficking. That they're taking women and holding them up inside these places, in the same type of places where they're capital R worded and trafficked in that way. That now they have these breeding farms where there are women there who are stuck, almost nearly chained to a bed. This is how you want to bring children into the world? So apparently nowadays surrogacy is not the gregarious, generous thing that it once was. You know, in a patriarchy, once they get their hands on things, that's when things start going down south. So now they done found breeding farms with women trapped from other countries who cannot get out of these situations. And they are trapped, nearly chained to a bed and pregnant for 9 months. And then once they give birth, the child is ripped out of their hands. So this is where it is that we are today, and it needs to be cracked down. And so you all are saying that this man has children already? I'm not going to, this video is 11 minutes long, so I'm not going to listen to much more of it. We got the gist, but my goodness.
Respect that, and if you can't, oh well. The good thing about this, I get to choose what mother or what aspects or genes or makeup of the parent that I want. This is not like, you're hooking up with someone and you don't know if they have any type of medical or mental issues, or you don't know what type of spirits they have within them from past relationships, because people need to realize that even guys, we get these bodies on us, but we bring on those spirits with that. They linger. So happy birthday to the fourth. The journey has just begun as far as my political career, if any. And let's do it. It's my birthday. I'm gonna turn it up in Louisiana. I'll see you soon. I thought I was.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So basically, oh, it's time for our movement break. Let me change the sound. It's time for us to get up and move. Let me finish up this video first. I can't believe it took us half an hour to only do 2 videos. Let me finish up this one. So basically, he doesn't have the personality. What the H is going on? Wait, what? There's an update. Oh my Ross, there's an update. Hold on. It started shaking apparently. Where we get? Hold on. So there's an update. Hold on. Let's see what this update is.
Thanks. 33.3. As it heals, I cherish my name. Oscar Hills the fourth. I'm proud of that name, and I'll stand by.
So this will be update number 4. As you can see, Mr. Hills came in and let us know his whole name. He's looking for a surrogate and he's looking to extend his lineage. Well, come to find out, he already has kids. I did an update number 3 on that yesterday. And then Mr. Hills said that he wanted me to tag him so that he could see all of the misinformation. This is him replying to me. So he knows that I'm making these videos. He came and asked me to make sure to tag him, which I did. And then he started with all of the comments in my post, but he never quite answered my question. Like, is that really you that's back $20,000 in child support arrears? He never answered that question. So then he started with the comments. He says, apparently I'm not qualified. And I'm like, absolutely. I wouldn't allow my body to be used by someone who is a felon with back child support. And like I said, he never addressed my question or my assertion. He says, Google is just a search engine. Do you know that? Continue your sale of mugs. So apparently he's looking through my page and he believes that all I do is sell mugs, because he has brought that up a couple of times in the commentary. I asked again, you paid off your arrears and your fraud charges? Good for you. Are you parenting your other kids? And then he says, young lady, if you're young, apparently my word struck a nerve. Get off these Asian site and come where the woke queens are so they can teach you. So I'm like, so once again, no answer to the question if you're parenting your other kids. So this is where he says that he is debt-free, retired, and living in Hawaii. And he let me know that this is great coverage and to tag him. So I'll make sure to tag him. He thinks that this is good coverage. He then asked me why the queen got to be a bootleg surrogate, and I'm in position to do so. So once again, I was like, okay, great. You created a network. He kept on letting me know that he has a network, but are you involved with your other kids that you created? That's what I'm wondering. I keep asking this question flat out, and he keeps not answering. He says, gossiping and trying to sell mugs and get likes and paying for followers. I own a copper colored indigenous man that owns a network. I'm sorry. I don't exactly know what this means, but he owns a social network. And the fact that he owns a social network and he is all in my comments for a while lets me know that he cannot be that busy on his network. Some more of his comments, because he has plenty of time despite owning a social networking site. He told me to fly, you and your bot followers. I might buy a mug. And then he also tells me that he is the one doing the interviewing here on my page. He's interviewing. He says, I pay the cost here. And he says, if your followers are not bought, which they are, apparently he really believes that I'm out here buying TikTok followers. All right. He tells me the only bootleg is your page trying to be seen. I love my
I
queens
can't
and
do much
respect
more
them
of
enough
this.
to
I'm
compensate them
sorry.
properly.
Let me, you know what? I got to give my commentary on it. I almost forgot for a moment. Lord, I'm discombobulated. Oh gosh, let me get back to the thing. This was, hold on. Oh my goodness. I clicked out of it because it's just so foolish. Okay, let me just go forward, continue. You know what? This is what, and she's still going through the video. I just don't have I don't have the patience and temperament for it. I can't continue to listen to his ignorance, but you see, this is how it is. When they're on their own, when no one is talking to them, they can turn on a camera and they can look like a normal, decent, semi-decent person. But it's not until you start interacting with them that you start seeing that they have some pathological issues that are unaddressed. He's talking about other people's mental health issues. What about his own, right? Jail for fraud. Oh my gosh, it just keeps going on and on. So nonetheless, so let me see what she's saying here because this seems good.
He put it on social media and he told us his full name. Okay, so this says Hills sentencing. This was for March 17th, 2011, when Mr. Hills, Oscar Hills IV, would have been 39. So this says man sentenced for fraud in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Keep in mind that his TikTok name is Mr. Bootstick. Okay, so it says U.S. Chief
Wait, did
District.
she say Mr. Butt Stink? Oh, God have mercy. I didn't want this video to be this long, but this just is the gift that just keeps on giving. This is just unbelievable. I don't understand what's going on here. I lost my screen. Did she say Mr. Butt Stink? This is unbelievable. Let me play some more of this foolishness.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Keep in mind that his TikTok name is Mr. Bootstick. Okay, so it says U.S. Chief District Judge Ralph E. Tyson sentenced Oscar Hills IV, who was 39 at that time, of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to 33 months in prison to pay restitution of $88,797.48 and to 3 years supervised release after imprisonment. Judge Tyson ordered Hills to pay restitution to Ascension Credit Union, Eagle, Louisiana Federal Credit Union, and State Farm Fire and Casualty Company. Hills pled guilty. Once again, Hills pled guilty on October 26, 2010 to four.
Oh, to four, what is it? Submitted for 4 counts of wire fraud. Hill submitted a false and fraudulent claim for a storm loss of State Farm. In the course of investigating the false insurance claim, investigators discovered that Hills also submitted false and fraudulent documents to Ascension, Union, and Eagle. Oh my God, so this guy he's a liar and a con artist. You see, didn't we get it right in the first part of the video that he has pathological issues that are going on with him that makes him having a fruitful relationship with a woman naturally too difficult. That's why I'm saying his genes need to stop. But no, instead he's looking for a breeding farm, some woman chained to a bed somewhere in a third world country or in a Slavic country somewhere. And he's talking about we can choose the DNA features. How much do you want to bet that we already know what type of DNA features he's going to choose? Nonetheless, and he's still going on and on in the comments. This is problematic. And the crazy part about it is that there are women, I'm sure, who were defending him who don't know how he was behaving on this other woman's page. That all they do is they see him and they see a man and then they jump into their attack dog mode. I'm actually writing, I'm doing, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to do it. But I'm coming up with ways for us to be able to identify these different pathological behaviors, not in men, but in ourselves. A lot of other people want to talk about others. I want us to look at ourselves. But nonetheless, what can we say more about this? We already knew from the time that he was on the internet. Wasn't he claiming he was 33 and turned out a few years ago he was 39? This is what I'm saying, lie after lie after lie. The fact that women are keeping him away from the children, allegedly, right? The fact that he doesn't have access to his other children, the fact that he doesn't have a hand in them being raised, the fact that no woman wants a relationship with him and to give up her womb anymore now that they see who he truly is, that right there speaks volumes. That says all that I need to know right there. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. A person with a pain is, you right about that. Listen, it's time for us to take our movement break. We've been sitting for too long. Whew. All right. All right. We back. When I tell you, you have never seen a person make a smoothie as fast as I make this smoothie. Oh my gracious goodness. Mm-mm-mm. This is strawberry, flaxseed oil, a little bit of stevia, and passion fruit. Mmm. Mmm. Good. Whew. So what are you all thinking of the show so far? Are you enjoying it? Whew. Man. Mr. Boot stayed. He was over there crying. Lord have mercy. I thought she said Mr. Butt stink. I was like, okay. Mm. This is so good. I'm hearing that flaxseed oil is not really that good for you, that we should be using MCT oil. I'm hearing so many things, and so I'm looking into upping my health to the next level. So I'm learning about minerals and all types of stuff. What time is it? 2? All right, we're going to get into the next video soon. I just want to drink some of my smoothie. Perkins says he's having fun watching my facial expressions. Mmm. Mmm. This is so good. Strawberry and passion fruit. Oh my goodness, so good, so good. Mm. Oh, so good. Whew. All right, a little bit more. Mm. All right. Whew. MCT in my coffee can upset my stomach. Well, coffee is stomach upsetting in and of itself. All right. All right, let's get going. I'm tired of hearing about him and looking at his face and hearing his foolishness, right? Let's move on to the next video. Let's see what Text Notification Squad has in store for me right now. I can't believe. Okay, so here's this woman. Oh, here we go. Mm. Okay. This is a video I did see on my timeline. So I've seen this one, and I I don't think people are gonna like my point of view on this, but we'll see. But yeah, so let us see. Let us see. All right. Oh, I gotta get this thing clipped back on me again. I'm gonna do it this time. I'm gonna stretch. Stretch. You know what? I've switched up. I really like what my new exercises are doing for. I've gained a little bit because I released 50 pounds. I've gained about 20 back, but I'm enjoying the fullness of my face. I'm enjoying the musculature here. I'm enjoying the new look. Even though I've gained 20 pounds, I don't know where the 20 pounds have come in at because I'm still flawless. All right, let's jump into this and see what these people are saying.
I've decided to move into another direction.
That's how you feel. I gotta respect it.
And that's all you have to say. If that's how I feel, I'm gonna respect
What
it.
do you seem like
You
it's not ready
said
to
your
put your mind
one-liner.
up.
If that's all you have to say, let's
you
hug
seem like
and let's
you-
just let it go. You ain't trying to fight for nothing.
You seem like you've already made your
It
decision.
ain't about me already making a decision. You don't have a rebuttal
You
for nothing
seem
that I'm
like you've already
saying.
made your decision.
I wanted you to say something.
I'm
that you're not
listening to
saying
you speak.
It's not time to listen. It's time to talk. All of the things you say you want to be there. You're here for me. You're all about the future and everything. You didn't even fight for a second. I've decided to move into another direction.
You know what? This is classic. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Listen, I see both sides of it, but unpopular opinion. She talking about he didn't look like he was gonna fight for her. Girl, he don't look like he look like he fighting on another team, girl. Are you sure he's batting for your side? Come on now. Come on now. How much more do we need to see and hear? So, this is the thing. This is the thing, right? Number one, if you say that you want to move on, the respectful thing for a man to do is allow you to move on, right? That because who wants to be stalked and all that other stuff? However, I get the feeling that part of the reason that she enacted this test in the first place is because there was some things going on that made her feel that he wasn't really that into her to begin with. And girl, from what it is that I'm seeing from his mannerism, his face, and all of that, he is not. Girl, there could be a lot more going on here. That look, I do I have to say it? Do I have to? This, oh my God, this man does not seem fully heterosexual to me. Not to me. He seemed like he could be a little confused. He seemed like whatever it is, he doesn't really want to be there. If he did, you wouldn't have to have played that game in the first place. So it looks like what she's looking for is some sort. And also, let me just say this to my sisters out there who are going to go blonde, platinum, and all that other stuff. It helped me when I went to a hairdresser to perfect the technique because you can have patches of different colors and stuff going on, especially during the toning, as well as, just continue to experiment with different product, even if you don't want to go to a hairdresser, because I know in our community, a lot of drama in the hairdress, but nonetheless, but my thing is, if he was really that into her, he would let his feelings be known. He would be showing up. There would be no question in her mind. Every man is different, right? There's some men who are a little bit more laid back. However, this is when you have heart-to-heart conversations with your fella. Don't play these types of games. Have heart-to-heart conversations. How do you feel about us? Who am I to you? Do you I don't know. I'm a fan of honest, open communication. I don't know what the issue is because I'm not watching this season. So I don't know what the issue is between them, but I can imagine that, and correct me if I'm wrong. I can imagine somebody asked what's wrong with her hair. There's yellow parts in it. Like she has platinum in the front, but when she turns around to the back, it has yellow spots in it. And so, in order to get your hair white, in order to get the yellow out of your hair, you have to tone it. And the fact that there's uneven toning. So look, she's about to get up. I'll pause it for you. And editor, I want you to take this part out because this is irrelevant to the video. Because when she's standing, there's nothing. See, so you see, because my hair was like that sometime. However, there's different things that you can do. So do you see how it's yellow underneath and white on top? This happens from uneven processing time. I'm just giving you all some information right here, but editor, please cut this out. Every different sides of your head have different heat, different hair texture, right? Sometimes some pieces of the head need longer to process. So the back of the head, if that's the case, start processing the back of your head first. Put the solution on the back first so that it has more time to process. Because if you're looking at the front and you're like, oh, it's ready, it may not be ready in the back, especially if you started in the front. Like me, on my sides are very friable. They're very thin. They take the least amount of time to process. So I put the solution on the sides last. I start in the back and I work my way forward because the hair is different in different parts of the head. So this is all I'm saying, and it's no shade. I'm not trying to shade her at all. However, there are ways that you can figure out. You can go to the hairdresser, you can watch tutorial videos, you can experiment with different product, you can experiment with different technique, right? And we have got to be able to be in a position, in a state ourselves where we're able to listen to constructive feedback that can make us better, especially if it's coming from a trusted source. I'm not a trusted source for her, but you all see, and you know that I had my hair white for 2022. I kept my hair white. I really liked the white color. And I remember in some videos I would turn to the side and you see my hair is one even color now because I had to do the things that I needed to do to make it that way. I had to learn the technique. I had to do different things, but nonetheless. So somebody's saying I see patches in the back now. Yeah, and you know what the thing is? It's no shade. But the thing is, she's on a national show. No, none of the hairdressers, nobody said anything to her. You know how we like to, especially if you're on national TV, you wanna look your best, you wanna be memorable and stuff like that, and you wanna stop vloggers like me from even having anything to say. Because I remember when mine used to be different colors on the side. It's gotten better now because I had to listen to I had to search for the technique. But nonetheless, let me editor, let's get back to the video now. So just chop, right? All right. So I imagine that the reason why she's bringing this up to him is because there's some aspect of the relationship in which she's not sure. And I have read and heard that women are masters at testing to see how a person feels, how they're going to react, and that a woman is naturally going to test a man in the relationship. Much like the doctor tapped on your knee when you were little and your knee jumped. It was a litmus test to see, if I do this, what will happen? Is everything functioning correctly? However, I'm not a fan of this type of test. I'm not a fan of the let's break up test. Let's leave test. I'm a fan of open, honest communication because you can never really 100% know why a person is engaging in certain behaviors. Like if you see, she says this to him, she's smirking, and then he goes and drinks from an empty water bottle. You see, the water bottle has nothing in it. which means this could have been a nervous tick. You don't know how he's been broken up with in the past. He could be trying to shield himself. There could be a lot of things going on. That's why I'm not a fan of this type of test. I'm a fan of having open communication and paying attention to people's behavior and asking them about that behavior and letting one and one add up to be two. Because if you are asking them honest questions, if you are looking at how they're moving and how they're behaving based on what it is that they're saying, and one is not equaling two, then you have your answer right there. But I'm not a fan of this type of test right here at all. I'm a fan of say what you mean and mean what you say. If you feel that you need to go in a different direction, that means that you've thought long and hard about it, and that let your word be your bond. But here she's playing these games, and I'm like, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Somebody says he's a joker. I'm not watching the show, but I can imagine because he doesn't really look, he doesn't look like he's that into her. He doesn't. And he looks like he would be into something a lot different than a her, if I have to put it plainly. All right, that was that. That was that. All right, let's just go right back into, let's put the timer for 25 minutes. All right, let's get to the next video. Thank you, Text Notification Squad, for providing these videos for us to react to. I appreciate them. These are from Lady. Let's see what
You
this
have
is.
to love yourself the way a Black woman loves her son.
Hold on. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. This is a short video to react to. Okay, let's see.
You have to love yourself the way a Black woman loves her son. He could be the most piece of shit ass motherfucker you will ever meet in your life, but she sees the beauty in him. So you need to love you like she loves him.
Oh my. Oh my, okay.
You have to love yourself the way.
Well, I get the feeling that there's a portion of this is just kind of a joke. I don't know how I feel about creating a standard of how anybody else loves somebody else for the way that you need to love yourself. You know, I would love for us to be able to enact a higher power on that type of love, because the way a Black woman loves her son, every Black woman doesn't love her son. You know, the relationship between mother and child can also be a dysfunctional one in certain communities. And the type of thing that she's talking about, he could be the most POSMFer, and she still sees the beauty in him. If you are looking at yourself and you are a POSMFer, yes, I want you to love yourself. Yes. However, I want you to also be actively in the steps of creating and enacting change in your life so that you're not a POSMFer. I don't know how I feel about this. I appreciate you all for sending it, but I don't know about it. I don't know about this. All right, let's get to the next one. Thank you for that. It was an interesting video. Let's see what the next one holds. Let's see. I wish if you all are going to send videos like this, please try to find the original, try to find a video without all this crap on the screen. You know, because then there's a person down at the bottom looking, and I hate when they do that because they don't be saying nothing. So it's like, why are you down there clogging up my screen? Brother. Let's see what this is. This is a 6-minute video. God.
Who created you?
My mother. She gave birth to me.
No, Adupa, you didn't get my question very well. Who created you?
I believe through science, human beings were born, not created. And if human beings were created in the first place, I never got to see God as my father or God as my mother. The only person who cared for me is my mother. She buys my clothes, she buys my food, she pays my fees, she does everything. God doesn't do anything for me. And if I'm supposed to stand here and say he has done something for me, I'm supposed to ask. And I say he gave money to my mother. He never came and said my mother should collect the money that he's giving.
So you don't want to be a Christian?
No.
What do you want to be? So where do you fall? Where do you belong?
The traditional belongings.
So do you pour libation?
Yep, I do.
At your age, you pour libation?
Yes, I've done that before.
To who?
My ancestors.
Your ancestors. That is what you believe in?
Yes.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ? That he came to die for our sins? Do you believe that?
I don't actually think we died for any sins, or he died for sins. Because if he is the Almighty and he didn't want us to sin, he should have just made sin not exist. He could have made the word sin not exist. So why did you create sin in the first place if you don't want us to sin? It means you are setting up a trap for human beings to sin. It means you intentionally created hell as a hellhole for people to go in. And that doesn't make sense if you keep on thinking about it a million times. So I don't actually think he's almighty in a way, because if you're almighty, you could have not stopped sin. And now we are sinning, you are trying to forgive us for sinning. So if you're all forgiven, why don't you forgive us for sins? And when we're in hell, we don't have any way to talk to you. So how do you forgive us in the first place if we are there?
That is why whilst you are on this earth, you don't have to commit any sin so that you'll be thrown into the hellfire.
But why didn't he just stop sin if he doesn't like sin? Sin is not good because he doesn't sin. So why did he create sin? Automatically meaning that human beings created sin on our own. So we are powerful than him. Even if he created us, we are more powerful than him.
Do you believe in anointing?
Anointing? What's that? Like anointing oil or something?
Do you believe in deliverance? Do you know deliverance?
Giving birth?
No, deliverance. Somebody being prayed for and the person comes under the unction of the Holy Spirit and the person falls down. Do you believe in that?
No, I think it's fake.
You don't believe that one day a pastor will pray for you and you fall?
Oh no, it won't even work. If it works, it's not going to be the pastor's work. It will be the energies that are in that room. People are poor and they are praying 247, but they are not getting anything. There is no God. Find a job and stop bragging about God. Now God is, even if he's there, he's at his place doing something. It's looking for food.
Oh no.
If he cared so much, he'll make you successful. People never pray to God and they just got money out of a containment hole. People got money for working. I've never in my life heard that this man sat down and just kept on praying for 5 years and at the end of the day he got money. But you can hear that this guy worked hard and he got money. There are people who pray and they have a job but it's still not going on.
So you don't believe in prayers?
I believe prayers work, but not to him. Because he himself, when we say a prayer to him, he doesn't use it. The prayer never comes to life. It's only when you yourself, you are doing it. If they say if you pass the exam, you get this, and you keep on praying, you are praying. And
you don't learn.
You won't get it. But if you don't even pray and you learn alone, you will go. So the praying itself is an distraction from you to achieve what you are. So God is doing, if he's there, he's trying to do it so no one can stand up to him. But no, there are people there who are in the 5D consciousness, who understand this.
Adipa, where do you believe after death? Where do we go to?
I believe we go where we want to go to.
Where we want to go to?
If you believe you go to heaven, you go to heaven. You have never seen anyone going to hell before. When a person dies, you don't see their ghost going up. For all you know, the ghost could still be here.
But the Bible says that it's appointed unto man.
But the Bible was written by man, so man could be lying.
Who told you? Said the Bible was written by man?
Yes, or God wrote the Bible.
Adipa, I don't know, but the kind of things you are telling me today, I'm really
They
sure.
make sense more than the things you hear by pastor, don't they? Do they? Do they?
Do you have a Bible in your room? You don't have a Bible
I've never read one before.
in your life?
Nope.
Can you tell me any quotation in the Bible?
I don't know what a quotation is. Because I don't read it. Because it's just a waste of time. Because it's like you're having your phone and as you're watching someone's video, the person is getting more money. So as you're reading the Bible, the person is getting more belief off your mind. And then I'm not going to let someone feed on my brain just because they wrote a book.
And when you go to school, do you say the Lord's Prayer?
I came to school to learn. I didn't come to school for the Lord's Prayer.
You pour libation sometimes
Yes.
to your ancestors.
Can we get to the tech?
Okay. Well, definitely, this is going to be part 1. I'll be coming back again.
So this is what done. This is part 1.
No, we are not done.
Okay, tech.
What do you know about technology?
Technology is the cutting edge of the world that helps you to assist. On the contrary, because technology helps life to be more easier. If you want food, you can order. Tech makes everything more simple.
Wow. Very, very interesting.
Who created you?
My mother.
So this young man is speaking some stuff. I wonder where he got this from, though. I wonder if his parents, philosophized with him, rationalized with him. And yeah, it's very interesting how this young man is thinking outside of the box, thinking about different things. I would say that there are a few different books that have really articulated my thoughts and beliefs about about spirituality, where we go after we leave here on earth, etc. And from what it is that I feel about creation, the most high, universal source energy, I believe that we are all connected to a universal energy. That's what I feel. Somebody in the comments said that they had a near death experience and there is a heaven and a hell. And I had a near death experience and experienced something different than that. What I experienced was a freeing of the body, a freeing of my spirit from the body, from the limitations of the body. And I was able to do things in that consciousness that actually brought me back here, not because I begged and prayed or thought or wished, but because I demanded it to be so, and it was so. The same energy that flows through the Most High also flows through us, is my belief. And this is a very interesting video, especially one for a short, because this gets very, very deep. Where do we go after we leave here? I believe that there is a place that we conjugate as souls who have different levels of, I don't want to say ascension, but they say earth is a school, but different levels of having attained what it is that we have come here to attain, the tests and I don't want to say revelations because that's a Bible word, but where it is that how it is that we've overcome, how we've grown as spirits. And I believe that there's a place that we go after we leave here where we kind of discuss what it is that we gained and learned and grew from being born into a certain existence. I believe that we choose our parents, that we choose the existence into which we are born. I believe those things. And so I believe that there are no mistakes. I believe that we have a lot more power and control than we think we do. I believe that we manifest the lives and the circumstances that we see around us. That I believe that there's a framework of what it is that we'll be born into, but I believe that we manifest what it is that we see around us. This is part of the reason that we're doing the Renew convention live, where we're going to do some past life regressions, and we're going to do some tapping into hypnotherapy and some inner child work and some shadow work live in person in New York next year. Come to my website, tonyatko.com. By the time this video is up, the link will be there for you to get your ticket. And so, yeah, so I believe that we have a lot more power than we know. And I believe that there are a lot of people who give up their power to books that were written by man who, in their interpretation, and in not only their interpretation, but it's been translated and adulterated so many different times that we don't even know what the original text and in what context it was written. But their understanding at that time, and I believe that there have been many different people who have come to assist us in this journey. And I believe that there are a lot of people who have been indoctrinated into beliefs and patterns that benefit man, literally and figuratively. So, yeah, listen, I applaud this young man, because I know that it cannot be easy to speak like that in a place that was colonized by Christians, colonized by people who brought the Bible as a tool, as a tool of subjugation. So, very interesting. That was an interesting video. I wasn't expecting something like that on the live broadcast, but we shall see what else is in store. So this next video that someone put in here, the I don't really know how to do this, because they're doing a bunch of not ASMR, but they're doing a bunch of quote unquote satisfying kind of things. Let me see what the sound is like. Let's see.
Run to the hospital. You may have internal bleeding. Whenever you go downstairs, take your hands out of your pockets. In case of imbalance, you will have your hands free to stabilize yourself in the...
So let me go to the next video. Let me see. No, 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 no. We cannot have video. We cannot have. I don't think this. Girl, what are you sending? Lady, do you know what type of stuff we talk about on this show? Let's see.
Afraid to let go when you know that you.
We have to play this without the music. Let me see what this is. Let's see. This is not the screen. I don't know what this is about, but let's see. So I quit college basketball because of my race, and I practiced the most. I tried to push, but my heart wasn't okay. I couldn't stop crying before. This is going too quick for me to read. Let me see if I could. How do I change the speed on this? I can't even. It's going too quick, and when I pause it, it has the play button in front, so I can't even read. I couldn't beat the numbers, so I quit the last 3 games. It's okay to quit. A lot of places. What? What's this? I don't see how this relates to the show at all. Let me. Let me try the next video. Otherwise, I might have to. I think the video you sent me, 'cause I just went to, oh my God, stop. I went to click on it again and it's taking me to another video. So I don't think that it's
I'm calling out all the parents.
okay, hold on. This is a long video.
I'm calling out all the parents. If you're a parent and your child is in pre-K to elementary school to high school, I'm calling you out. The children today, I have never experienced, and I'm 22. Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. I teach 5-year-olds ballet. 5-year-old girls ballet. I have a class of 10 students. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things at other people, other classmates. You say, can everybody sit in their spot? I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom. You confront the parent. The parent tries to argue with you and fuss at you because you tried to reprimand and redirect their kid. I told a young little girl, please sit in your spot. You're not my mom. You don't tell me what to do. Okay. When her mom came to pick her up, I said, hey, your daughter's having a hard time following instructions. And 7 times today, I've had to redirect her to just sit in her spot. Well, clearly she didn't want to sit. And mind you, this is a mom. Clearly she didn't want to fucking sit right there. So, I mean, if she's telling you she don't want to do something, why keep asking her to do it? You know she's not going to do it. What world do we live in? Like, what in you guys' brain as a parent says, my kid not following any directions is a great thing. It's not that serious, and y'all don't have a right to tell her what to do. It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. And another thing that's heart-wrenching is horrifying. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town and Ski Yee. Your daughters, your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them Princess Tiana ballet music. And they are asking me, can we hear Pound?
Oh, wow. Wow.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm so scared for these little girls today because this is the most insane agenda push I have ever seen in my life. We do freeze dance. You guys' daughters are twerking at 5. 5. Where's the parenting? Where's the boundaries? Where's the help? Y'all are not helping your kids. You're hurting them. You guys are hurting them. I come every day dressed, ready to go, and I'm in school too. I'm in college. I mean, I put bows in my hair. I'm wearing leotards. I'm trying to get them interested in like proper things for their age, and you guys are exposing your kids to this raunchy secular music. Why is you guys' 5-year-old's daughters singing Pound Town? And it's just really, 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 it's upsetting.
For those of you who don't know what Pound Town is, many of us have heard the lyrics where she goes, my front end is pink, the back end is brown, and she's basically using the vulgar language, except she says booty hole for the back. My blank is pink, my booty hole brown. That's what Pound Town go to. And so I got some comments on this I'll give at the end.
Upsetting And I feel so bad. And I've watched different techniques, soft skills, soft parenting, gentle parenting. I'm patient. I don't yell. I'll say, hey, let's regroup. If you guys need 5 minutes, let's do some breathing. Your kids are telling me to shut up. You guys as kids are saying, I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. You're not my mom. They're putting they're hitting each other and hitting other kids. You address the parent. The parents are telling you, you don't tell my daughter what to do. It's not that bad. Well, at least she was in the class. At least. It's all these excuses. Y'all come in and you're more worried about what's going on your Instagram and TikTok feed versus being a parent. Be a fucking parent. You guys are horrible fucking parents. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but this generation of some of the mom, not all, but majority that I've dealt with kids that are between the ages of 5 and 4 and 3, you guys don't parent your children at all. They have no basic comprehension skills. They can't sit still. No attention span. They're hitting people. They can't talk. They can't communicate. They don't even know how to say, like, I want to go to the bathroom. If you ask them a question, they're rude, nasty, horrible attitudes at 5, and they want to hear Pound Town. What are you guys doing with your kids? What are you guys literally doing with your kids? Because I have never in my life experienced something so horrible. I literally don't even want to teach ballet to you guys' kids anymore because they are so hard to work and deal with. And I literally see why the teachers are quitting and your kids are getting expelled and kicked out, because it's no way, it is literally no way that this is happening and you guys don't see any issue with it. I tell you, your kid hit someone and you're saying, well, what the fuck did the little bitch do to my daughter to make her want to hit? Nothing. Literally nothing. Your daughter just decides she wants to put her hands on people and you don't correct her. You're yelling at me, asking me, why does she feel like she wants to hit? What parenting is happening? You guys are worried about seafood boils and dates and fucking like partying and being a hot mom. You guys are shitty moms and it needs a change. Stop listening to Sexy Red around your children. Talk to your kid, interact with them, teach them, listen to them. Teach them to respect authority. Don't say you don't have to listen to anyone unless they're me. Your kids are so horrible and hard to deal with, and I'm blaming the parents because they have horrible guidance. And it needs to be a change. And I'm asking, can somebody's mom stitch me and say like what the holdup is? What is the issue? Why are you listening to raunchy music around your kids? Why is it that you have to deal with certain people and be rude about it? Why can nobody correct your kid or help them get on a better track? And why do you guys approve and applaud bad behavior? Why? Because I'm telling you, all the teachers that are good and have genuine interest in building your kid, I want to help them. I want to help these little girls realize that they are precious, that they have purpose, that they're beautiful, that they're smart and intelligent, and that they can be somebody. I don't want to see little 5-year-olds trying to twerk to Pound Town. And you guys think that it's cute. And I'm coming on here because it needs to be a change. So please tell me, as an educator, a teacher, and I'm just a ballet teacher. I'm not a regular trained institutional teacher. I'm teaching 5-year-olds ballet, and these are all the problems starting now, and it's no change happening. So what needs to be done and happen to fix this issue? Please, somebody tell me, somebody make it make sense, because I'm telling you, I'm this close to quitting and saying I'd never want to work with people's kids again, because this has been the most horrible experience. I've never dealt with an experience like this. Listening to raunchy music around your kids needs to stop. Applauding bad behavior needs to stop. Not giving your kid your attention but throwing an iPad at them or a tablet because you don't want to parent needs to stop. I'm coming on here and I'm begging you guys, I'm asking you to really please make a change. Make a change. Your kids' lives are depending on it for y'all to make a change. Please make a change.
All right. So this
I'm
is my
calling out all
first
the
time.
parents.
I've seen a smaller portion of this video, but it was so engaging that I wanted to just continue to watch the rest of it. I don't know if she'll see this video because she's not, a large content creator, but if there's somebody who knows her channel, please get this video to her so that I could speak directly to her. Dear, there are two different things happening at once, right? So you're a ballet teacher, and it sounds as if you're a ballet teacher in an area where the children could really use some redirection, right? However, if you are not up for that task, then you're going to have to do what it is that you know how to do somewhere else where it's a little bit easier. Because if you want to work with those types of children, that is what it is. I don't know if maybe you had the grand idea to want to go into the inner city or in the hood and help the children who need it the most, but what is it that you're going to help them with? Because the people that like how you're like, stop effing listening to this. You're a horrible mother. You're this. Listen, this is the reality of the type of parent that they are. How do you work within that system? Because you have to remember, these children view that as normal. They're looking to listen to Pound Town because the person whom they love the most is playing this song around them. How do you enter into their world? This is their world. How do you enter into their world and give them the help that they need? And it's not by judging their mother. It's not by judging them. And it's not by being devoid of the ability to, I don't want to say wrangle them, but not having the ability to corral their attention, to command the attention, to be able to redirect them, to be able to speak to them sternly. How do you think their mothers talk to them? I'm not saying that you have to go there and be that way in front of the children, but you're going to have to be able to be like, listen, stop this now. And there has to be some sort of way for there to be repercussions for the children's actions. Listen, take it out of your mind that you're going to have the parents' help. You've already seen that you're not going to have the parents' help. So then how do you, within the structure of what is possible, how do you help those little girls, right? Maybe you don't want to listen to Pound Town in the class. However, the classical music is probably not going to cut it. You may have to think about ways to innovate to be able to meet them where it is that they are. I have seen ballet dancers who have combined, what do you call this? They've combined line dancing. What do you call the Irish thing? The clog dancing or whatnot. They've combined it into a way that it is now hip hop ballet, etc. If you are looking for an easy time, if you are looking for people who are going to appreciate what it is that you do, there may need to be a paywall. You may need to go to a place that charges the parents, because some of these parents are looking for free babysitting after school, and they're not interested in, if a parent is tossing an iPad, as you say, tossing an iPad at their child because they don't want to deal with them. Please understand that they're probably in your after school ballet because, like you said, the mother has some seafood boil she wants to go to. She's looking at her Instagram feed and her nails. You have to remember, number one, these social media platforms are very addictive. Like you said, there's an agenda that's out there pushing a certain type of music. I remember last week I saw something. Let me see if I can pull it up for you all right now. Okay, I'm looking I'm looking for this thing. Let me look under videos. Let me look under videos. Let me see. Okay, so let's pull this up on the screen right here. Okay. So this is Kanye West. I'm going to listen. This part is going to catch some flack, I'm sure, right? This part is going to catch some flack. So Kanye West is under fire for creating a lyric saying, I can't be anti Semitic because he effed a Jewish B, right? Or he had S-E with a Jewish B, right? And there's a certain community that is now wanting to cancel him, wanting to take away his ability to be able to have a voice, etc., right? You have to remember these very same people are at the heads of the music companies that are pushing out a lot of these poisons and toxic music into our community. However, Kanye says this, and then now all of a sudden they want to cancel him after they have been allowing for decades of denigrating music, denigrating Black women to be pushed onto mainstream. So when this young lady is sitting here talking about how distraught she is, right? Of course, yes, you're distraught. But you have to remember what it is that you're up against, and you have to figure out whether or not you're up to the task. Because if you're not, then you can take your talents to another school where there's a paywall for your services. But if you want to help those kids, you have to meet them where they are. Because remember, and believe it or not, these kids are going to grow. And these are the kids who are going to be taking up space in society. They're going to be the ones who are running around and doing whatever it is that they're going to be doing 10 years from now. So you have a real chance to create an impact. However, you have to be a little innovative and see how is it that I'm going to create this impact among this particular group of children, because that is what you're up against. And I would say lead with compassion. I would say, I don't know where it is that you came from, because I know that I am from the hood. I am. And so when I walk among these children, my heart breaks for them. My impetus, my inclination is not to curse the parents out and to separate myself from them, but to say, there but for the grace of whatever go I. If I had not had different influences around me, who or what would I have been? And I am saying that you have a real chance to make a difference right now. But you have to decide how and why it is that you're doing this. Why? Are you just coming there because you're expecting some children who are indoctrinated into toxicity to all of a sudden turn around and see, first of all, if they're 5 years old, what do they know about Princess Tiana? Princess Tiana was what, 15 years ago? How long ago was Princess Tiana? This is what I'm saying. We are in a battle. This is war, girl. And you have to go pull up your inner continence and not come at it from a place of shame, like I am this and you are that. You see things this way, so I'm right and you're wrong. That's not the attitude to go there trying to help these children. You specifically sought out those children. Why? Because they look like you. They have a different culture than you do. They have different goals, and they have different things that are important to them. They have different struggles. They are a different place on the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So if you're going to seek out those particular children, what is it that you are going to do to be able to help those children? Maybe you need to work with a psychologist, a life coach, a sociologist, at ways that you can devise a curriculum that is healthy to guide them to where it is that they want to go, as well as being able to fortify yourself to be the leader that's going to spearhead them to where it is that they want and need to be, because whether you're there or not, 10 years from now, these kids are going to be 15. So yes, I understand that there are challenges, but know that you're on your own. The parents are not going to assist. So now what is it that you do without their assistance? How do you speak with authority to these children and bring them together? Because let me ask you a question. Debbie Allen teaches ballet. Do you think Debbie Allen would be on the computer crying about what's happening with these kids? No, Debbie Allen is going to clap her hands real loud and say, come on now over here, little girl. Let's get this together. And she's going to be like 1, 2, 3. And if there are particular kids, listen, because you're not a babysitter, if there are particular kids that are not going to be able to function and work in that environment, if there's one particular girl who is going around hitting people, maybe since they are on school grounds, maybe you can work with the school psychologist to be able to get somebody to sit down with that girl, because goodness knows, because if the mother is coming there and saying, what did that little bee do to her? Imagine what's going on in that girl's house. Remember, she's a product of her environment. So how do you, like, if you're going to be the one to want to help these children, I mean, think about it. You know how white people are going over to Africa every chance they get to be able to build wells and teach children and do all of these things? Imagine if we heard one of them talk about, oh my God, these African children, what's going on with them? Why are they not doing things this way? Because that is not their way. So if you are going to work with these children, you have to figure out, how do you fit into their world? How do you find common ground and slowly bring them into your world? Because trust and believe, there were people, hold on, the thing stopped. Psychedelic says Debbie Allen might start crying if she were teaching 5-year-olds who were acting like children of the corn. No, she wouldn't. I know Debbie Allen. I know Debbie Allen. She wouldn't cry. She would clap her hands and get them together. That's what she would do. But nonetheless, I forgot my last point that I was going to make. Oh, okay. Trust and believe. I had people who reached their hand back to help me. I am the woman that I am today because there were certain teachers that took an interest. There were some teachers that thought I was a lost cause. Listen, I had some things happen to me when I was a little girl that changed my perspective on life. Listen, before I even left my parents' house. I mean, many of us in many families as little girls, we had things happen to us. And so we act out and we behave in certain ways. Why? Because that is how we know how to behave with the tremendous amount of sophisticated levels of trauma that are happening and have happened to us. That are happening and have happened to us. So what is it that you do? How do you show up? How do you deal with these children in their world? And this right here, this isn't going to get you the result that you want. If you want to go teach at another school, go teach at another school. But if you want to teach at that one, you'd have to figure out how. Because this is the truth of the world that we are living in today. All right. Somebody's saying some people don't want help. Some people don't, but she's there to help. So how do you help the ones? I'll just put this back up on the screen so that we could just finish up the point. Yeah, some people don't want help. But if you're in that environment, how do you help the ones who do? And the thing is that a child does not have the ability to consent on whether or not they do or don't want help. If they are in the education system and they are in your program, they are there for the help. So then what do you do? Yeah, some parents don't want help. That's fine. The parents are a different story. But you're talking to the children who still have a chance. And from what it is that I'm hearing, sounds like some of these parents are very young. Some of them may have a chance, but they're adults. Remember, you have to remember that their minds, the children's minds are not fully formed yet. How do you interact with them in such a way while their mind is still forming that you can meet them where they are and pull them to where you are? But from where it is that you are, the vessel that this is coming from, girl, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right. It is time. It is time for another movement break. I can't believe that video was so long. And we need to get out of this. Oh, this is a 2-hour video already? Damn. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to end this video, and then we're going to come back and do some back-to-back reactions in the next video. We got to do this faster. I'll probably come back out later this afternoon because I have something that I have to do. And then after that... All right, here. So let us go ahead and get our Cash App music up. Let's hear this. What is that I hear? All right. All right. And so Angel says she has some accountability partners when we get up and do the movement break. So tell me, what did you do, Angel, during this movement break? Jay sends through $1 and says, during break, conga line with the puppies. Really? Are the puppies really able to follow behind you as you're doing your conga line? That is so cute. That is so cute. Let's see what else she says. She says, excellent take on the ballet teacher. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. And Dawn sends $4. Dawn, you didn't leave a message, but thank you. I appreciate that. Let me send some hearts through. And so listen, we're going to jump off of this video because I need to create another video. But right now it is 3:18. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to take a quick little break to eat because I have not had a full meal yet for the day. It is already 3 p.m. So I'm going to eat and then I'm going to come back and I want Text Notification Squad, send me some videos that have a self-love theme in them. I forgot to even talk about her self-love lessons for her video because I got so caught up in the whole gist of it. Let me see. Oh, there's a lot of videos behind the scenes. A lot of videos. So let me see something. Every time I click on this link, so the link that you sent about old men is not producing a thing because it's not coming up with anything. It's not coming up with anything. But yeah, so let me go take my break. I have a little bit of a headache. I feel like eating something soft and cool. So listen, I'll see you all. I love you too, a beautiful mind. I will see you all in, let's say, 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. We'll come back. What's your self-love lesson from the videos that we've done so far? And then I'll come back. we're going to have a long day today because my makeup looks too flawless for it not to be in many videos. All right? Plus, why am my thing not in focus? Come to focus. All right, I'll see you all in a little bit. Tonya TKO, and I'm out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. Let me refresh. Oh, there's a few more. And let me check the PayPal before we get out of here. Let's check the PayPal. Oh, wow. There's a lot of apples coming in at once now that I'm getting ready to go. So I appreciate you all. Thank you. You can also send them when I'm offline. I still get them. All right. It looks like no one sent anything on PayPal. So let me read these. Amanda says, sometimes I might miss a live, but I catch up. Well, I appreciate that, Mandy. I appreciate that. Kelly says, during break, I put away my groceries. Okay, good. Well, now we're going to get out of here, and I will see you all. I'll see you all in the next video. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself, I say the self-love lesson theme that I have gathered is to just really be true to yourself And if you know that you feel a certain way about religion or society or ballet or whatnot, do what it is that you need to do to be able to take care of yourself. I'll see you all in the next video. Okay? Hiplet is called the ballet. I don't like the way it looks personally, but some people resonate with it. Whatever. I'll see you all in the next video.